Alright. See. Okay, it works! I didn't mess up this time. So, hi. Hi. I'm Zryken. This is my second stream. So last week I did an unboxing and I got a whole bunch of stuff from HOJ. It was um it was definitely a thing. And I even showed off this thing. This is the YSP watch. And I now have it updated to version 4. So now I'm able to do more sounds, and I gotta buy more stuff because update 4 requires a whole bunch of things. But I am not here to talk about that. I am instead going to be doing this. I am going to build Ultraman Trigger multi-type. And what this is the first, I would say, the first uh, model kit of an actual Ultraman. The other ones would have been the Ultra suits, which, by the way, I will be right back. I completely forgot to get that. Sorry about that. I actually just had to go grab him. So this is the only one I have. So this is, can't really see it well, but this is the Dark Void Zero, and this is just an evil version of the Ultra Suit Zero, and this one is really weird because they had so many stickers, but the lighting is not doing it any justice because the way I have it, but I will start with opening this box. So I did take a look at the contents beforehand, but it's interesting. Oh, I'm just gonna do it like this, I guess. So obviously the manual colored parts. This is purple. I don't. It's not showing up really well on here, so just gonna show off all this. So here is the purple part. These are the feet. This is like a lot of bits. The gray bits, the silver bits, like usually on the suit or like the weapon, because he does come with a weapon. Let's open the other ones. Okay. So here is also the rest of the gray bits, and I can't get this out actually. So then here are the red bits. This is actually like a lot softer than I thought, and like the silver bits for the weapon. It looks like this is the shoulder. I think it's the shoulder. Is this shoulder red? Oh, it might be his hips. The thighs. These look like thighs. A lot of other bits, but then here is the other silver bit. So right here, you can see the face. So it's it's like a legitimate mask, like little mask. And then the silver for the thighs, hand. There's like hands, the hand that holds a sword, um, fists, like other like stuff. Then begin this one, which is more red and purple, because his color scheme is red, purple, and silver. So I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be fun, actually. And then this one. This one took me by surprise because of the gold stickers. Because I think I know what the stickers are for. Like, if you look at the stickers, they're like, well, you can't really see them. I can't really bring it in closer, can I? Yeah, I can. Like, as you can see, it has like etchings and it's reflective. So it's really interesting. I don't know if they're mostly, actually, it looks like it's used for everything. I don't know if I'm gonna use some of these though, Because they have these. Like, these bits are like not painted. These are the gold bits for I think the head and the chest. And then you get the Spirium beam, I think is what it's called in English, or it's called Spirium Cosen. I don't remember what it's called anymore, but you also get this clear red piece, which is the color timer, and like same with this one, like this one for the color timer, one for the head. So like the lore of Ultraman, if no one knows, when the color timer goes from blue to red, and it starts blinking, that means that they are running out of energy, and that usually happens within 3 minutes of them fighting. So that means that like if um they gradually lose energy at that point, and one they die, or two they revert back to the human form that they've taken, or the host. And also here's this these stickers. So these might be color correcting ones. I don't know which ones they're used for, but I see some two silver diamond ones down in this corner, right here. So it's gonna be interesting. Just seeing where all that goes. So let me throw all this away first. I should do that always. And then what I this is a thing where it's like all I do is like stack it up like this, and whatever parts I need, I'll just dig for, which I don't think I need to do because of the fact that I have a very big spacious area. Gotta put my controller away. So, yep. Uh, let's get started then. Where do we? The instructions as well, are like high grade things, where it's a really long one. So like really long. They like high grade, so that's interesting. I like it. Okay, so the first one would be D17. So I need to find. Oh, found it. Um, D1s. Oh yeah, 7 and then 8, and the A plate and B plate. B plate should be the silver one though. Yeah, B1. Yeah. So these are the three that I need. Um, then we could start now. So I got my nippers. So I I know that this is one of the weird things where it's like I know people do like the two snip where they cut it like away from the part and then like trim it off, but I am one of those weird ones that I don't make a mess, but I don't want to make a mess, so I cut really close to the part, and so far it actually looks okay. Obviously get like nub marks and everything, but it's like I'm not one that's like super like clean on these kind of things. Let me fold this up so that way I can get more space. So there's that. Got the first piece out. D17. Uh, is there a zoom in function? I wonder. Either that or actually, we get closer. Turn this around. Yeah, that seems to be better. So move it like that, and as you can see, this is purple. Can you focus? Focus. Focus. I might have to do this live. Uh, Autobahn. Oh, oh, that should be fine then. But yeah, here's the first part I got. I think I have to be. I'll put it a little farther away. Actually, just up. Yeah. And then what's the next part? A12. Okay. 812 is the ear bits. Because if I remember correctly, Ultraman Trigger has like those weird gold ear bits. And for those of you that build model kits, I am not sorry. And sorry at the same time that I just cut close to the piece. But I am just one of those guys that really do that out of. I guess I do it out of habit. Because I don't want to make a mess. Okay. And then here we go. We got that. So. What if I just turn it up a bit? Did I do anything? I don't think it did. It made it look black, like even more black. But yeah, there we go. First part, then A18. So here are the eyes. Do I need to cut it undergate? No. Okay. So it says, oh, there it goes. Here's the eyes. These are like pearlescent white. So that's nice. I'm gonna have to put it in like this though. Is it right here? Yeah, right here. So here's that. Then A1 is the forehead crystal. I think one of the things I'm happy about though is the fact that I'm not required to get like an LED unit for these because um the Dark Void or Dark Cloud Zero I have to get it. I don't have to, but I have to get an LED if I want to make it like alive. Okay, B120. And those LED units on their own are like $20. No, not $20. They're $10 actually. But like they don't really have them in stock either, so it's really annoying. And then they just started. They've been doing a re-release for some of those where it's just called Action Type, and it's like literally without the hollow like middle of where you put the LED. So yeah, and then here's that, and then you get like, oops, like on the back of the head you get this little like fin thing, and I kind of like it because it's very alien-esque. So that's kind of one of the cool things I like. B119, and then now we're doing the face. Oh, it even says on the instructions, cut out the like cut out some, leaving like some bits. Like you get like this, and then you just like cut the rest off. I think the reason why people do that is so that it reduces the stress on the plastic and it doesn't break it. Like I think what I'm seeing right here, he's gonna have a very scuffed chin. But then yeah, that is a thing. So we could just put the face together. And now we got to do the gold bits, so A15 and 16. Oh, here they are. I might actually just do that, like the proper way people are supposed to, the proper way you're supposed to cut, like, out a model kit. Because, like, there's that, and you're supposed to cut it off like this. And I always, I just didn't, I just don't like the mess. Because afterwards I get, like, I think that one went flying. What price was this? 15. So 15 goes on this side of the head. Is it this side? Sorry, my hand is like blocking the way, and it's like one day, one day I'll get it like a thing that goes like over, like an overhead display thing. But that's for another day. But I kind of this is just odd. Like as you can see, like it's just gonna be a really big mess. I don't really throw the mess away either. I just kind of like scoop it all up, throw it into the box it came from, and call it a day. But yeah, here is the head. You can't really see it well, but let's bring it up. Yeah, so here's the head. You can't really see it well because of the lighting. Change that actually. Alright. Maybe it would have been better if I've had the lighting on the other side. So I do that actually. Last minute change. Answer is yes. I can do that. Maybe. uh, sorry, I'm adjusting a lot of things as I go, but let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's better actually. So here's the face. Uh, you can't really see it well because of the focus, but here's Trigger's face. It's a lot smaller and it's a lot more simpler than I thought. But the eyes are pearlescent white, which is something I never thought I'd see. But there's that. Oh wait, and then the stickers. Okay. Uh, let's see. What were the stickers for? And the other thing, I don't have tweezers, and this is gonna be really bad. I think not bad, but either I use that or which one is this? Oh, it's these. So these are like what make the gold bits shine a bit more. Or actually, um, should I? Because these gold bits are fine on their own, but they're just saying like, yeah, you can use these to make it shine a lot brighter, and that is something else. Uh, I think I'll use them for the arms and legs, but not for the head and chest. We'll have to see. So, time to move on to the next one. And now it's a mess. I need to move this place. I'll move her out of the way. Right, and then the body. So we need the C plate, which is, I think, yeah, this one. C, B, and D. C and yeah, okay. Don't need these. A will be put to the side for now. So we can do just the upper body. I think this is upper. Yeah, this is upper body. So C3. Oh yeah. I kind of explored Ultraman Trigger again. I was just watching bits and pieces of it again, and it's still a weird thing to experience. I guess like watching Ultraman because like I like it. Like I really like Ultraman. It's just the fact that like I like how all the stories are sort of interconnected, and like the best way to explain Ultraman is the Ultraman now is basically space police. Like they're like a giants that go around the galaxy and basically protect the weak, or like just beat up the bad guys, that kind of thing. And despite it being a kids show, I love how it's just all interconnected. So I also needed C2. I didn't look at it good enough. So, but yeah, like the shows are weirdly interconnected. They have Ultraman Zero, who kind of goes around meeting the new guys, and it's really cool. And I do recommend it, like especially since when you think about it, the company Tsuburaya helped make Godzilla. And the other funny thing is, they made their own show and started with Ultra Q, and then went to Ultraman, and then yeah, where we are now. And the fact that, like, another thing I like to like talk about is the fact that, like, they are literally decades ahead of like Toei, mainly due to the fact that they they release the content on YouTube for free because they know the audience. I say they know the audience. Like, they you can watch it for free. They even have English subtitles for those episodes, even for the most recent one. And I think Tsuburaya in that case just earned my respect just because of the fact that they did some right. And like it was a shame. Like, originally they were supposed to be in Ready Player One, but they got into like a scuffle with a company in China because that company was like, "Hey, we own the rights to Ultraman." So Tsuburaya defended their ground, and it was a whole bunch of things that happened at that point. But they won. I think they won. But yeah. Did I get the sound right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So C1 C5, then B27, and B26. That's not B. Oh, B1 and B2. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Uh, wait. What was it again? B26 and oh, B2, 26 and 27. So I didn't need that one actually. Backwards. B2, 26. And this one goes to the left side. I almost cut off the entire peg. That would have been bad. Oh, wait, this is the right side of the body. I don't know if you guys could see, but yeah. It's that. Then is this. Also, now that I think about it, I'm gonna have to explain what Ultraman Trigger is, huh? Ultraman Trigger came out in 2021, technically as an anniversary to Ultraman Tiga. Hence the reason why in Ultraman Trigger's title it says New Generation Tiga. Um, it's celebrating, I think it's 20th anniversary. The Ultraman Tiga's 20th anniversary. So Trigger is legitimately like the entire show in general is just an homage to Tiga, and it follows it to the dot. So if you guys seen Tiga, not Decker, Trigger is nothing different. I would say. Was the D2? Okay, so I need this one over here. Is it D2 18? That's what it was. Oh, here it is. But as a like as of recently ever since the new generation line started, they've been doing more gimmicks, right? So, Ultraman Ginga, the first of the new generation wave, was uses spark dolls, and they are literally like these, right? They're these, but like on the bottom, they have like a certain symbol that was able to scan with the device, and it would just like call it out, and it was pretty cool because in the show when they scanned the kaiju, they were able to transform into that kaiju and fight, and then you go to Ginga S, which was the sequel to Ginga, which is like a couple years after. It does the same thing, which is just Spark Dolls. And then moving on to Ultraman X, it was a hybrid, I would say, because it had a mix of Spark Dolls and cards, and it was kind of cool, mainly due to the fact that like uh, I look at it fondly as like uh, it's a very interesting gimmick, especially when you go to the next years where they celebrated 50 years of Ultraman, and they introduced fusions. Like they've done them for a while, but it wasn't used as a gimmick as much as what Ultraman Orb did. So Ultraman Orb celebrated 50 years of Ultraman, and what they did with it was cards, a ring, and like fusions. So the first form was a called Specium Superior. I think that's how it's pronounced. And that was a fusion of Ultraman and Ultraman Tiga, two of the most popular Ultraman still to this day. And it was cool. Like they had like other fusion forms, and yeah, that was a really neat gimmick because they still did some like even after the show ended, and they had some arcade exclusives as well. And then they also moving on to after Orb. I think they did cut not Kamen Rider. They did Ultraman Jade. Um, that is basically like them working with the fusion gimmicks a little more. So it was like little capsules that look like bullets, and you could have put in two into like this big black box, and they had this red block that had like a little DNA strand in the middle, and you basically scan the two capsules, and it would be a fusion right there. And yeah, it was funny because the voice actor for that was really the person that provided the voice for that was really popular. Like there was something on this edge of my desk. I should have just brushed that off, huh? As you can see, like excess plastic, excess, a lot of excess plastic. B224. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. But going back to like the gimmicks, uh, Jade had the capsules. Nick, the one after that, Rube. It's it's pronounced Rube, but the title is R/B, which also means red blue, and that's kind of what they are. It I think was one of the first times where they they had two brothers become Ultraman. So to me, I think it was the first one I've seen where you get two brothers that transform into Ultraman, like throughout the entire series. So they had like crystals, but it also ran with the gimmick of like it's a certain element, but like it has like an Ultraman on it. So like Rosso, the red one, would be using like a crystal that looks like Ultraman Toro, and then you get the blue obviously, but the blue one would be using uh, a blue metal that is Ultraman Ginga. So it was interesting that way. And by the way, I found out this just kind of is on there because of the fact that like you can basically fold it up like that, but that's for more articulation on the back because the all the Ultraman have this where it's like a giant like fin on the back to make it look more extraterrestrial. And honestly, I'm all for that. This is A6. Okay, it's so weird. Like this just flipped the other way. Uh, Moving on from the gimmicks from Rube. It's also kind of funny because they have a transformation item I think called the Rube Gyro, and what you do is you just kind of like pull it 3 times, and like the middle will just start spinning with like different lights and everything. It was really nice. Um, was it practical? Not really. Like all the others aren't practical either. But I just thought it was funny. Like you get a gyro. What are you supposed to do with it? So let's get some more gold bits out. And then now, moving on from Rube, what was after Rube? Taiga, Ultraman Taiga. Uh, I really love the theme songs for Ultraman. So Ultraman Taiga is like by far one of my favorites because of the fact that it's like rock. I guess it's rock, but the funny thing is that it's also sung by the voice actor for Ultraman Taiga. Okay, that actually went in. So let's see what else. A13 and 14. And Ultraman Taiga used keychains because the main gimmick was on the right hand where it was like a giant block and like it had a circle in the middle. And what you do is you pull like on the very back of the box, you pull it back and it'll activate and you just like like the wizard rings. Like you use the gimmick and you put it over your hand and the gimmick would scan through your hand and like actually like call it out. So it'll be like Ultraman Taiga or Ultraman Titus or Ultraman Fuma because there were three. Like three I think he was also the first one to have like multiple ultras possess him. So he had like three ultras like in him. That's kind of a weird thing to say, but it's like he um he harbored like three Ultramen were who accepted him for who he was, I think. And then yeah, most of that was just keychains, which was not a bad. Which it was a very interesting gimmick to be honest, because you don't see much of that, like oops, how Kamen Rider Wizard had rings and you could use that to scan on the belt, which I still need to find the white wizard belt and the drill because it still does my favorite sound, which is just saying "screw you" and then just it's used as a finisher. I can't get this in. And then after that, after Taiga, I think was Ultraman Z, and he was he is legitimately like his gimmick are metals. Like they look like poker chips, right? So they're like small, round, and they have like the Ultraman head, like for example, like turned to the side like this. And so you just get a side view, and it would just be like an old thing where it's like a giant like fan, right? But like it's only like you could like fold the right side to the left, and you just put in three metals. The interesting thing about that too is that you can put in a card, and it would say like, for example, for the main one, it says Haruki access granted, where they, the host is a lot like able to transform using that using that gimmick. So like the first one for Z was Alpha Edge, which was I didn't even have to cut that. It was a combination. It was a fusion form. It's another fusion ultra, where his form is what was it? Zero Ace, Ultraman Zero, Ultraman Ace, and Ultraman Leo. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it and that made up his first form, Alpha Edge. And I like how his forms were like based off of Greek alphabets. So the first one was Alpha Edge, Beta Smash, Gamma Future, and Delta Rise Claw. So it was like Alpha, Beta, Delta. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta. So I kind of I kind of do want to see more fusion forms that they would have, but I don't think they're gonna do anymore. But it was interesting, like going to those fusion ones again. You were able to like do as much as like they show. Like you could do like the ones they show on the show, right? But they went as far as to like include everything, like all the kaiju fusions that happened in the show a long time ago, to like previous Ultra fusions. Like one of them was Zero Beyond. If you had the right card, you can do like Five King, like Tri King, Five King. It was crazy. Wait, it goes over here actually. One over. Wrong way. But yeah, gimmick wise, I really like Ultraman. I did see from writer's perspective though that I've also messed with the Memorial Orb Ring as well, and the weird thing about it was that the the audio, like right, like you know how some memorials, like most memorial stuff now, is like dialogue from the actual show, but like you can hear the dialogue and you can hear like the wind blowing in the microphone, and it was bad. But like it's one of those weird things where it's like I'm now just questioning like collectible like tokusatsu stuff because of that. It was like, okay, so this was weird, and then you get the Lupin Ranger vs Pet Ranger VS changer, and that one um I haven't I haven't played around with much, but I've seen Ryder do it as well, and it was very weird because like it was the same thing where the dialogue wasn't great. But yeah, back to gimmicks though. Ultraman Z did the medals, and then you get after that Ultraman Trigger, which used like these USB things. Like they're like Gaia memories, but I think bigger, and they're called hyper keys. And he had a gun. Oops, I almost threw this whole plate out. But he had a gun that was called the Hyper Spark Lens. Whoa! It just hit the wall. It came back to my hand. Uh, and what it is like the hyper keys embody like a power of a kaiju, right? So anything it has in it. So like if you put it in like in gun mode, it will actually do the finisher attack. By the way, this is all golden up now, so that is really nice. I'm not gonna sticker this, by the way. Like the chest and the head, I'm not gonna sticker. Now I look at this because it's telling me all on the bottom to like sticker it all up. And I'm like, nope, not doing it. Not now. Right. Then moving on. But yeah, the hypers, the guts hypers, guts spark lens, I think is what it's called. Um, uses hyper keys, and like you're able to put it into the hand, like under the handle of the gun, and it would say like boots up and like like the attack name of that respective like monster or ultra. So like for trigger, let's say boot up Superion, and then you're able to like fan it open, like the gun part. You're able to fan it open, so it turns into like a giant Y with a crystal in the middle, and you're able to like transform with that. Okay, so B12. I know I had to put a sticker on this one because a it is a clear part over, so you could do that. I was gonna say, as long as I didn't lose the sticker, I'm fine. Then what else? Yeah, then we move on to. Actually, can I just do this? Like, just put it in first, then. Yeah, I could do that. Put it in first, sticker, and then the clear part. That way I got a better handle at it. So, what I'm gonna do is do that. Put this in here. And as long as it's in, it's fine. I don't mind using the X-Acto knife because I've been using the X-Acto knife for this kind of thing. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough one. This is the small bit. A2. I wonder how this is gonna translate over though, because the head has the blue crystal, right? But it looks really dark, almost like it's black. So that's kind of sad. So I'm just gonna put this in here. Oh, actually, that's a lot better than I thought. Maybe I just need to push a bit more. Oh yeah, yeah, it looks really good actually. So I might have to do that again with the other one because they do have the other one, and that's in red, just to show off the fact that you could be like, oh yeah, uh, you're gonna die. So let's go and do that. I'm gonna do the same method I did with the first one. It is easily removable, which I'm kind of worried about because one day either I have this displayed or it not, or like just up on a high shelf and then just fall, and it would be the color time would be one of the things that I would lose a lot. Right, and then we got that. Then we got the red one. It's a little more pink actually, but that's fine. I'm almost done. Actually, I kind of am done with A plate. I didn't actually expect this one to be so fast, like an hour at best. Uh, yeah, before I forget, going back to gimmicks. My God, how many times how many times did I leave that topic? I'm actually at one more. The last one is Decker, the new generation Dyna. So it's not really labeled as that, and look at that. That's actually really popping. And I can't. Okay, I almost said I couldn't get it out, but now I did. The color timer is like really nice. My God. So I do have another Ultraman. Let me get you. Oh no! Figures and cards are falling. But here is the other Ultraman I have, Ultraman Orb, and his thing is that this is a SH Figurines by the way, but his chest comes off like that, and you're able to change it off to like another piece. But the thing I didn't like was that this piece, if I don't drop it, this piece, this color timer can't comes off so much that it was annoying. But yeah, like every Ultraman has like a different color timer. Like for example, Orbs is like a little circle. Trigger is a diamond, and I think it's to mimic the diamond in Tiga. So that's the thing. What I could do now actually is just put the head on. So as you can see, this is what it looks like for now. Um, Especially they boasted with having him able to like look up, so like he can like fly, or do the rise scene, his rise. So there's that. Uh, yeah. Back to Decker. Sorry. His gimmick is cards. So he's like able to put in his card, and it says Ultra Dimension, and then he does his catchphrase, and like he just kind of presses a button, like presses pulls a thing on the bottom that flips open a crystal, and then like he transforms by pressing a button on the back, on the handle, and then he transforms like that. And yeah. Oh wait, I still have to do the pelvis area. So C1. Okay. C1 4 and B2 25. Oh, here it is. I had it in my hand the entire time. But yeah, that's like the gimmicks, the gimmicks that the new generation heroes have, and it changes a lot. Uh, it's not like Kamen Rider where they've actually reused some gimmicks. Oops. Like I know they've you the first time they used gimmicks was like in Ryuki when they did the cards, right? But then you get like Blade with the cards, Deku with the cards. Who else had the cards? That's it, actually. That is it? Mm, I don't remember anyway. But I do know that each series has its own gimmick, and like Ultraman has its own gimmicks. Um, Sentai has their own gimmicks. Rider has their own gimmicks, and I love them all for it. It's also the fact that it's a pain in the butt if you're trying to get like a lot, like just gimmicks in general. I also found out that this kind of like bends in, so as you can see, it goes like that. I think it's a lot better if I put it like finish it off first, then do that, because it's supposed to be like this, and then it pulls in for the ab crunch. So that's the D224. Okay. But I'm really liking this purple, to be honest. It's interesting. It's a different thing. Like I don't think I've had many purple designs that I've worked with. Oh, well, I didn't have to do much with that, no, did I? And for the people that do model kits, I'm pretty sure this is not really going to give you an aneurysm yet. Is it aneurysm? I don't know. Okay, and putting that together. I like how it's all like color separated too. Like you can see the red, you can see the silver, and you can see the purple. And none of these are stickers yet. Okay, B21 and 22. Is it this one? B2? B2, okay. Oh, here it is. 21. Yeah, Decker. Oh yeah. Speaking of Ultraman. Oh, I missed a piece. I missed two steps actually. So I'm going really far ahead of myself. I need B234. Yeah, here it is. But like, Decker just finished recently. The thing I could say about it is that it had a really good start because like Decker had a really good start. Midway it was getting okay, and then the second half was just I do kind of agree with some people where they did say it dragged on a little too long, and honestly I don't think there's really much we could do about that. But I like Decker a little more than I like Trigger, but that is just like the thing. Like I think at the time, like I would usually watch these weekly, and like they would. It was interesting. Like I do like the main character. I like how positive he is. But the story I think kind of stagnated, unfortunately. So we got that, and wait, 21 is for the other side. Let's do that later. Then we got Trigger. Ultraman Trigger's story was interesting at first, but I think in the end it wasn't as strong as it could have been, mainly due to the fact that it was advertised as a anniversary to Tiga, and they threw in a whole bunch of Tiga references that it kind of I I honestly think that was one of the downsides where it's like it almost feel like Trigger wasn't its own show at that point. But that's kind of my opinion. I do like Trigger. Like, don't get me wrong. I rarely hate a show or like dislike a show. But if it's like I don't know, like just when you think about it, like I just think that nothing could beat Ultraman Z, especially the fact that it has a lot of things you could learn from, but you can just not at the same time. It's a very vast universe. That's all I could say. So, oh wait, what the heck? Apparently, I can do that. Huh. But now it's like permanently pressed in, so that's gonna be annoying. Kind of wish that they had a thing for that, but I also forgot to cut off this extra bit. So let's go do that. So here is the body. So it's actually really nice. I like the color separation, and all of this is with minimal stickers. I'm actually kind of impressed, to be honest. Uh, okay, well you could just stay there. We are now working on the arms. Okay. So what do I need? C2, B2. Okay, so here is C2. I need C22. Yeah, C222. I should just cut out all these pieces and just clean them up and put them together. Why didn't I do that in the first place? 2, B2, 30. B is the silver one, okay. B2, 36. Right, that's that. Oh, so there are color correcting stickers. Not for the areas I thought though. Because I'm looking at the next step and it wants me to put a sticker on the shoulder area. Which I think it's fine. We'll have to see how it goes though. Right, and then put it together like that. Sorry, my hands are my hands are in the way. Hello. So you got that. Which way does it go? This way. Oh yeah, because yeah. Let me make sure this stays down. And then B232. Right, then moving on with that. Actually, if I ever had to think about it, like if I ever had to think about my own favorite, my a favorite gimmick of mine, I guess like it would have to be something that has a lot of sounds. Maybe a lot of sounds. Um, I don't know. I never really thought about it. I guess like just what kind of gimmicks I would want to see, because like the thing, the thing is that I'm already impressed with like what they can already do. Because the Revice gimmick line has like the infrared system where the belt sees like what it is, and like you get some like the Demon's Driver that's able to like use the infrared to understand what the the stamp you're using is. Or like you get the pin system, like everything around now, like just has a pin system. By the way, this is the arm. I didn't realize that would be like an empty crevice, and the purple sticker is just right here. So that's kind of cool. So well, that's one thing. Next one, C16 and 15. Okay, so it's literally two ball joints on a hinge. Wonder how that's gonna go actually. And I had a friend of mine, funny enough, talk about like me doing stop motion. So I'm like, I could do that, maybe if I get a good camera again. I might steal Ryder's camera to be honest. Not steal, but like borrow it for a bit and do that. But um, my phone at the moment is kind of cruddy. I say it's cruddy. I still gotta. I think I gotta clean it, but I also gotta. I feel like I just need an upgrade as well. My phone is about 4 years old, and it's been a very close companion of mine. But even I'm just like, one day, one day I'll get a new one. Is it going like this? Okay, so that is weird. It's a ball joint, but it can like swivel as a uh, bicep swivel, and it can go outwards like that, along with the rolling. So we're gonna see. On the side, did I put it in now? Oh no. I never realized that the sizes were different, but yeah, we can do that. I can just put it on here and see how it works. So here's what it looks like. So you get like the full articulation, and it goes out like that far. I think you're able to like cross the arms together too, but we'll have to see. Like when we finish it, we'll have to see. This is weirdly solid, to be honest, because I'm used to like other kits that have like not be solid. What was the last kit it built? Uh, let's bring him out. Yes. So like coming out of his skull, he's not loose at all. So like he has like this hinge joint that's like able to go out and everything. But it's also the fact that this is like a very pristine finish. Like legitimately out of the box. These black trims I did in a pen. But other than that, everything else is like pretty supreme, and it's silly because like Trigger is getting close to that too. I do have Ultraman Zero. Um, don't know if I want to build him yet, or I don't know if I want to build him on stream. That's the issue. But I think, well, I might. Actually, might as well just build him on stream since it's like he is different enough from. He's different enough from Trigger that it kind of warrants it. Do you want to? So one day, maybe not soon, but like in a later date, I will figure out when to do that. Right, then we can go. That's D1, 2, then B1. Be the one. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is the arm part, and this is the one I'm gonna have to use the sticker on. I mean, I could paint it, but the issue alone with that is that I don't know how to paint. But I've never painted something before, so that's gonna be a interesting bit to learn. So that's that. What did they need? B3? No, 3. Wait, this is weird. Oh, okay. So 8 is this sticker right here. So I had to use a color correcting sticker for this part up here. So that way it gets that gray part. And now I have to go do number 2, which I think is on this one. Yeah. So I'm gonna do it this side. And this is an interesting one, I guess. The sticker is something else. Like, it's rare to get uh, two sticker sheets, like especially for this kind of thing, because normally they just throw it all in one. I think, because then you get like Gundam with like all the uh, markings and everything. But actually, these gold stickers, can't see it. Can I focus? Focus, please. It's like etched in there, which is really weird. It's weirdly interesting, I'd say. And then, like, if I just leave it like that. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do this first. Apparently, I was to put the small one on first before the big one. Which I should read the instructions more carefully. I got that in there. I just don't understand why it can't be just one giant sticker. But it almost looks not so noticeable, actually. So here's the entire arm thing. Just all golden up. What was the next step? Okay, the D plate. D1. 17, 15, 16, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Then 14's on the outside. Then 15's on the other opposite end. Oh, I just remember what the last one I built was. I built the last thing I built before the end of last year was the real grade Galgaigar. And while that is cool, like I actually did enjoy building the Galgaigar. It was just the fact that it's a little big, but I also don't like the fingers. The fingers for the real grade Galgaigar were something I just kind of thought I didn't, or I wasn't. I don't know how to say it. Besides the fact that like I just I had difficulties because it wasn't hard to move around. It was the fact that the finger bits would come off, and it annoyed me to no end. Oh wait, that's not it. But like the build and everything, it's very solid. It's just the fact that I just don't know how to handle the real grade fingers because I know a lot of people can. I can't even change it back to stealth go because of the hands, and it's a thing. Now, let's see. This arm is basically done, so I could just put it in. It's literally like a peg. Normally, like some of these arms, I'm used to like it's a round peg. I'm used to like high grades where they have like the square ones. So there's that. So here's the arm, double jointed elbow, and then the fist. B1 is over here, and it's gonna be 15, 15, 17. That's what it is. But yeah, the other thing I found interesting is like in my years of making model kits, I guess, like building model kits, I've never once actually customized any. I kind of did with like terms of parts forming, like but putting parts together in the IBO kits, because those kits are somewhere. I think they're in the garage, but I know that Barbie no longer is Barbie anymore. I gave him two like fists from Astroth, like the giant robot fists, and I gave it the head of the Astroth origin. So that's a thing. Okay, so here's the full arm. Uh, this is actually pretty good. Can he move his fists to a degree? But the bit at oh sorry, the bit at the end is in the way, so he can't really get much out of it. But he can still move his hands around just fine. So that's kind of cool. So now I gotta work on the other one. I can also bend his arm backwards, like break it. So this is a interesting one already. So let's get the other arm. I think it's obviously the same thing, but let's be patient and work around it. Because I know that I would do. Like, I would just skip around. Like, it's like if I do one, it'd be the same on the other side. But I don't want to mess up. Um, it was funny. I was building the Hakai right? And what happened was that I managed to I was watching a movie. I was watching Van not, I was watching Dracula, Vampire Unleashed, or Untold, and I don't know what happened. I probably wasn't paying attention, but um, I put on the arm part wrong, and it was the right arm, and I tried getting it out. So I decided to do the stupid thing and twist it. It was a black thing that fitted into a bicep area, and what happened was that I twisted it in a very scary way that I broke the piece, and I am now afraid to touch it again because of the fact that whenever that happens, whenever I try moving that arm, it'll break off. And I was really, really upset about that because I'm like, how did I mess this up? And yeah, that was a thing. Another thing I did was like years ago when I was building the MG Figurized Fang Joker. I put the leg together, right? Like the right leg, and what happened was that I did something wrong. So I tried splitting it apart to undo it, but what happened was that I broke off two pegs off of that joint, or off of the piece. So like they were like permanently like merged together in a way. And what happened afterwards is that now if I ever try moving the leg, it make a really weird creaking noise, and it was bad. Like it still works, but it, the fact that it now makes that noise is like very scary to me. But he's still fine. Like I don't have him here, but I have MG Figurized O's as well. So I don't think I have a choice, but I do have to get the Figurized Standard Combinator O's now because I have that, and I kind of want to compare the two. But it was sad. Like when I think about it, MG Figurized O's was the last of his line because of the fact that they were like, oh yeah, he has the combo change gimmick, and it's like, oh that's cool. And O's was the only one that had it. Like they did double, and they had like all the forms that you could change in between. And they even had coming out of Skull. They even had Axel, but they didn't have Extreme, which is totally fine. But like they went as far as that, and then nothing happened. And then now we get the Figure Out Standard line where they're doing more Tokusatsu stuff. Because I know that the Figure Out Standard is probably the best kits to get stuff like any of the mobile suit girls in mobile suit Gundam. Like do I remember any of them? No. Uh, the one I have is Mobile Doll May, and she's always like displayed. What happened to the others? But oh wait, no, I found it. But yeah, it's just a thing. It's like I'm happy that they evolved from whatever happened to the high grade like Fumina stuff and their things that they've done. I guess. Oh wait, hold on. 11. Wait, I missed the part. I missed the sticker. How did I miss this? Oh, on the bad side, at least it's not like some other things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm putting a model kit together, and then I realized, wait, there's one part extra. What happened? So yeah, bright side, these stickers aren't really as much as I thought. Or like what happened with when I was making the Juran again for like the third time for the Don Senkaio with a tailpiece. Like it has a little like peg hole thing that you're able to put into the sword. But what happened was that I put it together, and I thought I was missing that piece. But like when I finished, I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. And then I put it together, and like after it was done, after it was done being assembled, I was just like, where did that piece go? I could have sworn I had it. And then like I was just transforming it every now and then I heard some rattling. Found out the piece came loose inside, and I'm like, I'm too lazy to open it. So Yeah, I've had a few fair shares of like weird happenings with the with kids I have. So far, trigger no problems. Like literally no problems for now. B2-1. Okay, so the other one. Well, that piece went flying at me. That was fun. Then go this out, and the other part I could probably clean up a bit. Then, uh, can can you get in, please? Thank you. So I know sticker, this one, number 9, if it's the same as the first one. Okay, then the gold, which is over here. Then right here. And now that I think about it, I don't think there's any kit I've actually regretted, like that I've messed up. Well, actually, there's no kit I've messed up hard enough, really hard, to the Dentalion. Because um, the dumb thing is that no one, like the IBO kits, right? They were like pretty solid at first, but then like as time went on, you realize they are loose. They are all loosey goosey, and as unfortunate as it was, they're still cool. It's just the fact that now um, their frames are not the greatest. Like they are, like you could basically fix them. It's not hard to do. Like top coat the inner frames, the joints and everything in between, because that's what makes it like a lot more stable. But I I had one. I had the Dantalian where I basically super glued the bicep, but I was an idiot. I didn't wait for it to dry, but I super glued the bicep. But I super glued the arm together, so it no longer has a bicep swivel, and I got super upset. But in the end, I kept it in the cowl, the T cowl. I think that's what the power arms were, because I think that was like the only reason why I would do that, really, or why I would have that, just for that. Because I thought it was kind of cool, like the fact that you can basically interchange a lot of the IBO kits, and like they were compatible with each other, and then you were able to do that. The only downside was that you had to use Dentalion's arms if you want to put it into the arm mode. And is that how it goes? I lost numbers. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it. Oh yeah, like I haven't touched that kit since, like ever since the super gluing. So I wanted to get another one just because of that. Then I had an issue where I like the other Gundam I had was the full armored seventh, and I love that kit to bits. Despite the fact that it's a 2007 kit, it was like really ahead of its time, and it was like the foundation to the a foundation to the like current high grades that we have. And what happened was I dropped them at one point, and then I lost his VFin in a room, and I haven't been able to find it since. So I want to get another one and do a proper stop motion video on it, because I did do a stop motion video videos in my channel if anyone's interested to see, but it's it was so like okay. the thing about that was that was the first time, like with that stop motion. I'll go at it now. Well, I still can. That video or that animation for the 407th was completely out of focus. It was like by the time I was filming it, I didn't realize that it was that out of focus. So when I looked at the finished one, it was just like super blurry. You didn't even know what happened, but it was the smoothest thing I've done. But at the end, I got so disheartened because of the fact that it was so out of frame, like out of focus and like not great that I just left it. So now that I uploaded it, it's just like I'll do you justice one day. just just give me another time and I'll buy another one, do it again. So here is his arms all put together. Actually, the gold stickers and the gold like the gold thing here isn't that off? It's interesting actually, but let's move on to the leg. BD18. I didn't realize they had like this little divot here. Like it took. Why did it take me this long? Why didn't I realize? Why did I just realize that now? Is the only thing I'm thinking of now. Okay, so B18. That's not it. It's right here. So here are the thighs. I've always thought it was interesting though. The designs for Ultraman. I've always looked at it and it's like these are technically wrestler costume designs. So it's very funny to me because they are literally wrestling like guys in giant rubber suits. Right here. I think it goes yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay. And it's supposed to look like this. So I it's kind of weird. So C2 8 something 18. Okay. That and that. One, two, three. Oh boy. As you can see, I have like a lot of pile. A lot of pile. Oh my god. I have a big pile of like scrap or like leftover plastic. I'm pretty sure someone can like melt them and like make like a whole new thing, like new runner of plastic with it. That'd be kind of interesting. Okay, and then here we go. The three colors on the one thigh. And then C 12, 11, 12, and 8. One, two, three. One, two, three. And then one more. So 8. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Maybe next week's. No, not next week. The week after. I'm still trying to think about what to do on that one because I got next week's stream done. Not done, but like thought out in a way. But I'm thinking about what to do the week after. I might actually just do a game. That'd be fun, actually. You know, take a break from building and then just do this. Just play a game. Wonder what I should play though. That's the big question. Is like, what should I play that I haven't started already? Or maybe I could just make a new character. I could just dream myself playing Jump Voice. My God, if I ever did do like something like Jump Voice, that'd be a doozy. Okay, so there's the leg, the thigh, the hip. I think this is the hip. But then here we go. Put it on like that. And look at that. Now we gotta do the knee. So C1 still. So 9, 10, 13, 14. 9, 10, 13 goes over here. 14 goes on the opposite side. Actually, no, think about it. I haven't watched any movies in a while. Actually, no, I did. The last one I watched, I didn't watch. I wasn't fully paying attention to it as much, unfortunately. But I did watch Sonic 2. I thought it was pretty good. Um, it was fairly decent. I gotta hydrate, but um, I don't really have much to say about that movie besides it's good. I liked it, and yeah, I don't have much to say about it, but I don't know. Like I just haven't really been watching a lot of things. Yeah, I've just been watching a whole bunch of like YouTube stuff. But if anything, what have I been actually watching now? I think about it. Oh, that's a hard one. I'm still watching Kamen Rider, obviously. I'm still watching Sentai. I'm excited for the new Sentai series, King Oger. Um, which, speaking of which, the recent episode for Dawn Brothers was interesting, mainly due to the fact that it's like it almost feels like a story concluded, like an arc, like a really long running arc concluded. But I just don't know how they're gonna end the show because it's Dawn Brothers. It's literal madness. Like that show, Dawn Brothers itself is just literal madness incarnate, and I'm all there for it. And then we got that. Look at that. We got the knee joint. That is pretty funky knee, but we can do the next one. So D112 right here. And is it this one? Can I use this one? B15. It just says B15, so I'm gonna follow the rules. Then cut this piece off. Okay. Next one. Then the last one. And I'm gonna put them together and then put the sticker on. Yeah, can I... Oh, wait, the leg's not even done yet. But, let's put the gold sticker on first, actually. Yeah, so 22. So it goes down this middle part. Oh, now I think about it, I really do like the opening for Ultraman Trigger, it is like one of the opening themes that go like really heavy, and it's like super good. I do recommend giving it a listen. And like I don't know, like I really like the Ultraman openings where it like it's just pretty good. Like I know Ultraman Z was good because it was voiced, but the singer was Masaki Endo from Jam Project. So that's cool. I think I messed up on the sticker now. Oh boy. I know that Decker was good. I love the music video because they used aerobics, so that was a fun one to watch. Decker, but yeah, Decker was aerobics. Let's move to the next page. The backside. Oh no, I have to go backwards actually. This way. Okay, and this is colored. So C224. Oh, okay, I see. I do think like sometimes these instructions are weird. Where it's like, oh, where's the other one? But you have to go like to the reverse side, which is not entirely bad. It's just it's funny, like just jarringly funny to me at least. Then just put this in, and now you get that, and then you have to put the leg together, and look, we got a leg and double jointed leg knee. It does look interesting actually. Then the feet, so D1, 10, 11. Oh yeah, I've talked to Ryder about this, like my annoyances about like certain things, but like I voiced my opinion about how like the fact that why does Bandai like want everything to be P Bandai, like why do they want like a lot of high grade kits behind that paywall? Like for example, like the Rose Gundam, right? Like they announced that, but then it's like, oh yeah, guess what? He's P Bandai. And it's like what? And like you get all the others. It's like wait, so the Shining Gundam, the Master Gundam with Funseki, God Gundam, Nobel Gundam, and possibly like just those. I'm like, why are those the ones you like regular release? But I think it's also because it's like before the uh, COVID era. But like, it's so dumb. Like, I just don't know why they decided to be like, yeah, we're gonna put this behind a paywall, and we're gonna put this behind like premium price. And that's the same with like master grades. The last one was like early last year with like the Rick Dom and Rick Dom, and it never made sense. And the most recent one was a master grade EX, Strike Freedom, or like the SD master grade, which was the Freedom. And it's like, wow, those are cool. The only high grades that we were getting in general is like Ariel, or like anything for the Witcher Mercury line. And I am not all for that, to be honest. And I just cut out the wrong part. Oh, dude, I misread it. But hey, on the right side, I got the other foot cut out, so I might as well make that too. Well, I'm gonna make it anyways, but I was gonna say like maybe I could just put it together ahead of time, cause it's not that hard to do, it seems. So here's that, and then I put the foot on, and yeah, this is the leg. So not as much foot articulation, but then the pivot is kind of angled, so it's gonna be weird. Same with the other side, but yeah, it's a basic leg. It looks bluish though, like a navy blue when it's supposed to be purple. Can you stand on your own though? Yeah. Okay. Now we're working on the other leg, and I think I remember how this goes. Do that. Yeah. Just cutting out all the pieces I need for it. I don't think I was supposed to do it like this, but this is kind of how I remember. So, one. I got more pieces to cut out then. This one here. And the ankle bits. Let's put together. This goes over here. This goes right over here. Do I need another bit from here? No. I think I need the red bits now. So here we go. And I'm doing all this by like sheer memory. Like I don't think it's a good idea to do, but I kind of do this just for like, say like I'm doing like another limb. It's like, yeah, here we go. Wait, hold on. 14, 13, 14. Okay. Just gotta remember, as long as it's on the other side. 14's on this side. And 10 is facing the bottom. Probably organize it like that. 10 is facing the bottom. 9 is facing upwards. Then this part. The thigh. 1, 2, and 3. But I think the funny thing is that I'm not gonna be buying any model kits. Well, actually, I still am, but I won't be like I'll try not to buy any anytime soon because of the fact that I have a box full of it, like from the HOJ box that I did last week. It's still a lot, and this is literally the first thing out of that box that I'm building. And I should be. I feel like I have content set for myself for like a while. At least if I keep this schedule like once a week, yeah, it's not too bad. Then doing that, sliding it in here like that. But unfortunately, you can see the nub marks. Like it's I don't sand it down or anything, so it's like I don't know. Like I should probably get into the habit of doing that, especially if I want to make them look good. And let's see, is that facing upwards? Make sure this one stays upwards. Okay, here's the one that's facing downwards. Well, hello. Although it is weird, like I'm looking at this. I'm looking at his weapon, but it's all done in silver when it's supposed to be white. So it's a very weird move that I'm seeing. It's like, why? But I guess it's just cut the cost because like there wasn't really a lot of white on this kit, anyways. So I guess that makes sense. Okay, so when this here. Wait, is that right? Hold on, why did these look different? Oh, let's just do this. Which I also realized I didn't cut out the other thigh piece. Like, I didn't clean this one off. Now that I think about it, like, was there any kit that I wasn't really happy with? The only one I would probably think of in my head is like the Raider Gundam, mainly because of the fact that that showed its date like pretty well, like 2006-ish, and it was not my favorite. Like that's how I knew the Gundam, but like it's unique. But the fact that it was a pretty old kit from that time is like another thing on its own. It's upside down, I think. Nope. Wait, what did I do? Oh, okay. I just had to shove it in there. Then I'm just gonna go at it from this order. So, one, two, three. Oh, maybe I could do a stop motion build for some of these. Yeah, even out the odds. So like having all like streaming, like myself building things every week, which is not bad. I don't mind at all. It might be fun to actually think about like stop motion builds again. Because I've been meaning to do that for a while. It's just the fact that I haven't had the camera. I should probably try and find one pretty quick. So we could do it like that. Because I sort of miss those days back in the day when I used to do them. I would like not knock over the leg, but like I would spend like technically a full like 8 hours or maybe more shooting it, shooting them, and then like at the end I'll be like, yeah, and then at the end just be like just as disappointed just because of the fact that I didn't think they were good enough. But nothing's without trial and error, so I know. Oh boy, oh boy. Right, and then moving this around. And then doing the ankle joint. Guy had all this cut out. It's like so dark on the other side. It's like, okay. Oh yeah, funny thing is that what you can see across the desk right here is the other light. Like I was using this and it was just like, yeah, it's so weak. And it was battery operated. That was the next worst thing. So I ran with that, and it just didn't make the lighting any better. As you know, it was like a small desk light, and that was not great. But we are almost done. We are almost done with Decker. And Decker Trigger. I am thinking about Decker too much, but that's only because Decker is like the most recent Ultraman. So like, yeah, I don't say trigger anymore. I say Decker, but it's also because there's a figurized standard of Ultraman Decker coming out. I think in like March, somewhere around there. It might be March or maybe a little later, but yeah. Here's the other leg done. Same thing, but it does look neat. This gold sticker is weird. Like the fact that these ones are weird. Like why do they need two? I guess it makes sense for it to make it look clean and it's almost seamless, but it's just weird. Right. Now, moving on to the next page, which is behind all this. Oh, sorry, trigger. Oh, okay. So, D23 and 19. Okay. Oh, okay. 23 for the plate, and then 1920 for the joints. Which this isn't bad. Like it's nice taking a break from building robots all the time. So it's like, you know, this is a very interesting one too, especially since this is the first actual Ultraman kind of thing I have. So like not the first. Like I already showed that. I guess in terms of model kits, the first actual Ultraman, which is funny because I kind of thought they'd be doing something like uh the original Ultraman first, then this. Wait, is this backwards? Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize that the diameter might be different, like in these like, the little peg holes. Okay, this is gonna work. Oh yeah, it's so weirdly organized that it's not the end. It's not the worst. Okay. Oh, this is the crotch area, isn't it? So, 2, 3. Okay. Where's my blade? Right here. 3. Right here. Now, imagine what happened if they ever went as high as to like go like, yeah, we're gonna make a real grade of Ultraman or Kamen Rider, and it'd be like super detailed. It'd be like really, it'd be like a MG Figure Eyes, just shrunk down really. I need move. But like, I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see what they would do with it. I know the SMP project had like an image of like Gurren Lagann. I don't know if I want to get it though. And that was like announced like a month ago, a month or two ago. But I'd still be all for it to be honest. Right, ND22. Because I do have Aquarion. Aquarion's good. It's super scary though, because I'm afraid that I'll just break something off of it in the middle of transforming it. But it also made me realize how like its gimmick is cool and how unapologetically like it's like other like kibble for like robot bits for other forms where like just out there. It's like it just shows. Okay, so 2, 4, 5. Okay, obviously it's like the last two stickers here. Oh, oh, that's bad. It's not aligned. And then they did one. I know that they showed off a promo image of Live Robo from Live Man, and I'm kind of interested in getting that. I know Ryder's been kind of interested in trying to get the kits, the SMP kits for those, but we just haven't really found the opportunity to just grab them. Because the aftermarkets for those things are super crazy. Like they're like 100 each, and it's ludicrous. Also along the lines of just almost like unattainable unless you know like the right sources. Does it go over here? No, it's the other way. Okay. Oh no, no, I got it right. I got it right the first time. Okay. Then cutting this part off. Oh wait. What the heck? Oh, wait, no, I got it. Okay. And now we can put them together. So here goes that. And this is interesting mainly because of the fact that like the Rider ones did have like pegs, and this one just has a ball joint. So ball and socket joint and everything. And we got trigger finished. So we could basically ba- basically do the device pose or like this. So that's kind of cool actually. This actually might be like this is a really good start to the year, I guess. Like building trigger. Now we got to make his arm, his weapon. So, actually, we can also cut out his hands now, and his hands are like all one piece. So I'm gonna get the double clip and just go with the single. But it makes me wonder, like, how now I'm thinking about it, like with these nippers, like how effective are the god hands? To be honest, like I know I've been hearing a lot of good things, but is it really worth the really expensive price point? It's like I don't know, like I've just been hearing about God Hand. I'm like, maybe one day I'll think about it. But is the price justifiable? Right. So here is that. What I'm doing right now is cutting out the arm, the circle arms. Uh, it just says on the box here. It just says weapon. So I don't think it fully acknowledges what it's called. But E220. Right. Then we got that. I think yeah. Put it down like this. Have this in here. Or is it the other way? No, it's right. I don't think I got it in just right though. That is so weird. So it fits in just like this, and then you put the other part over, I guess, like this. It's the complete handle, I guess. Actually, yeah, it does look complete, like on this end. So that's kind of cool. And you're gonna have to sandwich the other one, C219. This is a really interesting weapon too, because it's a ring, right? But it has like a sword mode, a uh a, a claw mode, and it looks like this, right? Which is like two blades sticking out, and that is for the power type. And then you get the arrow mode, which is just like the blades, just like literally like 180, like just straight on both ends. Okay, B16. Oh, here it is. And yeah, and then you get like his final form weapon, which is just another blade, but shinier, I guess. So here's that. The this port right here is where you put the hyper key in, and it'll say maximum boot up, whatever it is. So it was pretty cool. Oh wait, there three modes? Oh no. Right. So let's do B214, 3 and 4. It says. It's so weird though, because this is supposed to be uh white, if I remember. But the fact that it's silver is kind of weird. But it's also supposed to have like gold highlights as well. So I already know that this isn't accurate, but I really don't mind. This kit has already turned out good, a lot better than I thought it'd be. Right, then put in the blade over. So here's the one. So like legitimately like the blade would be like right here or right here, and then or like yeah, stuff like that. If I had the original, I would probably show it off. But oh wait, you can. That's actually kind of cool. Hold on. Let me finish this. Let me finish the other blade and I'll show it off. This plate is done. Yay. Is the other one done as well? Sorry, I'm in the way for the camera. Move, please. That's done. That's done. This one is also done. Then doing that. That. And that is it for that plate. And doing the same with this. Right, so put these together. Okay, so you could put these together. Yeah, put these together and then stick them up on top. So here is the default circle arms, sword mode. And then what you can do is you could take this off. These come off. Split it apart again. Put this part back on. Put this over here. And then this is the power claw. And then take this one off and then put it on the bottom. And then this is the arrow mode. And sky arrow. So it's cool. I didn't actually think that you'd be able to do this. They just showed off. It's like, hey, you can just. He has the sword, but I didn't know they had the full functionality of this weapon on this. That, that's cool. Oh, well, That's great. I like that. Definitely one of the best ones now. So like you could take it off from his hand, put this on. It does look toyetic, but I think that's the entire point. So let's pose him quick. Let's change his hand out with a more open one. So so here he is with the circle arms, presentable with the circle arms. Let's bring this up a bit higher so that way you can see. So here's the circle arms. This is wait, is there any more? I know I had to cut out the effect beam, but can you stand, Trigger, please? I gotta cut out this part. And other part two. That is done. That is done. And yeah, you get this beam effect as well. You can't really see the oh actually you can't see the detail, but the way you do that is so you move actually so you get this let's show off the gimmick again where okay so you get sword mode power claw. Oh, that came off. Yeah, here's his power claw, like legitimate like crab pincer kind of thing. So then Sky L, his only like other than himself, this is like his main like projectile weapon. So the fact that you could do that, this is really cool. Now you can go with this with the karate chopping hands. And you could have him do that, or oh, you can. You can have him like fold his arms across, and what he does is like he does this for like his finisher, like, and then he was just like start glowing, and then like let's see, wait, and then what you have to do is you have to put this up a little higher, put this in, and then you get the beam effect. So the fact that you can basically do a lot of his poses, especially with this, is a like this is cool. I recommend this wholeheartedly. I don't know how much. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like $30. It's like 20, $30. Let me hold on. Let me take a look at it because I got it from HOJ and the it is 25.89 without shipping on HOJ. So I do recommend it. Uh, I should have put that in the description, but um, I do like just this this kit. This kit is fun. I didn't really expect the gold stickers, but even then, like they weren't as bad. Let me put everything away first, and then we can play around with it. So like, Jesus, look at all these plastic bits, and like I only had to use like two, four, six, eight. Like I only had to use eight. The rest you can just do. Like you don't have to. You could even paint this up if you want. But this is this is fun. Like I'm excited now because where where's my cat? Oh, let's move that color timer out of the way. And oh boy, here's all this. Here's all that plastic. And that's the reason why I stopped doing what I did with the double clip or the two clip. It was safe. I'm pretty sure it was like safer to cut it that way. But now I got a whole bunch of mess to deal with. Instead of that, I could shower in a minute. And yeah, that's what I do. I put it back in the box because that's where it belongs. Um, but yeah, like this is also pearlescent white, the same as the eyes. His eyes are actually supposed to be yellowish, I think, which I think is fine. But I am gonna switch back to like his fists. Wait, hold on. And have those. Oh, that's weird. The stickers, if you just mess around with it a lot, it's not gonna be that great, I think. And yeah, like look at that. Oh. Downside is that you need a stand, I think. But like, I I'll say this with any figure I have. I do recommend this though. Like, even if you're not a fan of Ultraman, but if you like you're just getting started and you like model kits, I do recommend this wholeheartedly because the fact that it is good. Like, you don't most of this 90% not stickers. Like there's like small bits like the shoulder, like the arm, maybe most of it was on the arms. Some of it was on the hips, but it's not too it doesn't stand out too much. And plus you could just paint it anyways. Like yeah, it's just I really like it. Oh, and I wouldn't the one thing I would probably be careful of is like pulling his head up too high, like making it up go higher than it should be because of the fact that it's probably gonna like fall out, which surprisingly it hasn't yet. But it has, but not as much now. And but yeah, look at that. This is Ultraman Trigger. uh, hold on. Let's check the other one out. And this is his senior Ultraman Zero. So if this one was if Trigger was good, I'm expecting this one to be good because he does have a lot more accessories. Like he has like different skull caps, like different blades, hands, color timer, and like a bigger blade. Oh, I might actually do that. Maybe the week after this one, because this guy, I'm actually really liking so far. Especially because now I just found out that his Silco arms can transform, and this is like the third or fourth time I mentioned it, like within like a while. But like this weapon, this weapon, man, I like it. I really really like it. Cause the actual gimmick toy is the same thing. Well, you don't pull it out; it actually moves. But yeah, I think in the show though it was a lot bigger. But this was a lot better than I expected. But yeah, I think that is it. I've already hit the 2 hour mark. Actually, size comparison. We could do it like this. Coming out of Skull and Decker. Not Decker, Trigger. Dang it. Boy, if anything, another sword guy is Doomslayer. So, yeah. Doomslayer's obviously taller. Skull, I do recommend still. He has this thing. Look, I'm holding him by his hat. And it took that much force just for it to come off. I don't know what they did. Might be the ridges under this hat. but they managed to get it to stick, and I'm all for it. But yeah, that this is this has been an adventure, especially with this one. This one I like maybe a little too much now, but that'll probably go away pretty fast. So yeah, I think without further ado, it is probably the perfect time to end the stream though. So for the people that are watching in the future or the one that are watching currently, thanks for sticking by. I'll see you guys in the next one. Actually, I should show off what I'm doing next week. Hold on. Let me get it. So, I am gonna be doing the weapon set for the Demi Trainer, the option armor for the Porta Nova, and moving him out of the side. I am gonna be doing a double build, so I'm gonna be building the 30-minute missions Porta Nova, the dark gray version, and the Demi Trainer. So do look forward to that, and that is all for the stream. Thank you for streaming. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Bye bye.